They've got the Hex and the stun from Lion, which is pretty good against the Lifestealer as well, but if you want to be targeting the Phoenix with your Lion, that does leave, like you're thinking, a bit of a window there for Lifestealer to run himself through the team fights. Doom and Lion, disabled are there, damage output's pretty good as well. Maybe something with a bit of sustain, a bit of actual, healing power to get themselves through this fight, or some saving power at least, because having a saving hero, as we've seen, is incredibly important in these games. Phoenix can do it with a Sunray, we've seen Tusk, as well as Dazzle being picked up a hell of a lot. Mineski, finding a spot for this in their lineup is difficult, but you mentioned it as soon as the Phoenix was picked up pretty much. The Night Stalker is going to be the go-to hero here for them.
Yeah, at least I know what Mineski are doing. Don't know what EG are doing, but now I do. Okay, so now we have a Nature's Prophet plus Lifestealer Bomb. This is a good setup where they can be around the map constantly, and they can finally start playing they can play aggressive themselves. Now Mineski, they have a lot of single target bursts. They need some AoE in this situation. I don't want them... What do you want?
They have no D-push. Like, you're saying AoE, they have nothing to defend towers. It's super scary so far. They've got single target,
Earthquake, Batman. Oh, Batman banned Kappa.
Yeah, Bat's already banned. EG are one step ahead of you.
What about a Tinker game? Could this be a Tinker game? No.
Still going to be the puck for them against the Death Prophet. We'll see how that one actually pans out. But EG, they've got so much raw pushing power here between DP and Nature's Prophet. Good sustain from the Phoenix up on these towers. Lacking stuns though. They don't have anything to actually keep the puck or any of these heroes from Mineski actually locked down. What's the final hero they need? What, is it going to be a 4-roll Phoenix here for Fear, Lifestealer 1, DP in the mid, Nature's Prophet off lane? Looks like it's PPD's hero going to be the final one.
Yep. Normally he would go for a Bane or something in this situation. That Weaver is a good heads-up ban. Could be a hero that could just run over them.
Yeah, super good against Lifestealer with the Swarm, and Mineski love that hero. Disruptor, good ban out up against these Mineski heroes. That catch power of the Glimpse and Static Storm. Yeah, pretty nasty to deal with. I'm actually wondering though, we've seen EG drafts before, and a lot of the time we're like, they have no stuns, they've got no lockdown, and PPD doesn't give a damn about that. I honestly wonder if he's going to pick up like an Abaddon or a Treant or something like that for himself, but
Spirit Breaker.
Like, Bane Elemental or Spirit Breaker or something like that are heroes that are... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, right, so... we're in for a game, guys. Nagasaurus is there for Mineski, and...
Mercy.
Yep. EG...
Time for a 3-hour game.
Your butt cheeks clench and you wonder how long the game's going to last, but Nagasaurus, what does this do for them? Against the pushing power of EG, is it going to have enough time to get the Radiance? And once she has the Radiance, is it going to be enough to actually stop or mitigate the push from EG, do you think?
We're like reverse of the last game. It's like EG are on... Like, they need their anti-mage to get so much farm in the last game so he was able to carry it. Now it's the same story for Mineski. Naga has to get so much farm for her to carry this game, and EG have the chance to punish it. So the best hero against Naga...
It kind of has to be the 5-roll support though, doesn't it? This is the spot that EG have put themselves in. Unless it's 5-roll Phoenix and Fear goes like Jungle Nature's Prophet, something like that, which is, super wonky and it... wobbles itself through the draft. It's difficult to do, and PPD is, is known as this guy who's very good at counterpicking, very good at seeing where the draft is progressing and knowing exactly what hero he wants. He might have been put in a difficult position here against the Naga.
Might have to go... if he goes Rasta here, it would be really good, just so you have that extra potential push. You have one Hex to clear out at least one of the images coming at you, but...
Jakiro.
I thought about Jakiro, in all honesty, but then it doesn't have that lockdown. And yeah. So, this is a situation now. Are they going to go dual? So Axe Jungle for Fear? It's kind of the same situation with the Sand King, but this time it has pure damage with the... Okay, this is a tough one for me, Gareth. It mirrors the same thing as last game. If EG can shut down this Naga before she gets out of control for the first 30 minutes of the game, they're having a good chance. And also, if they can hold out to like 80 or 90 minutes in this game when Naga's already 6-slotted, Hopefully it doesn't go. Please, please. God, don't let it go 2 hours. But
it won't go 90 minutes, dude. It'll go like 300 minutes. You know, it'll be the longest game in history.
Oh, it's coming. We're going to be here casting all night. Just everybody go get your popcorn now. I can guarantee you it's either EG going to stomp in 30 minutes or we're going to have a long-ass game.
I think you'll need more than popcorn.
10 Hot Pockets.
Like a saline drip and stuff like that. You're going to be here for that long, you know. You need something where you don't have to move. You're just going to be slouched down in your chair or on your couch and watching this from
we're going to do a drinking game, guys. Everybody in chat. We're going to do drinking. Every 100 CS that Naga gets this game, you drink. How does that sound?
You drink what? A whole bottle of vodka?
Okay, a shot. Let's do a shot. Yeah, it's vodka.
A shot of what? Like. A shot of battery acid? You just want
Jeez.
Like
okay, a shot of water for all the lightweights out there.
Yeah, true. But regardless, what we're looking at here, PPD Phoenix, Fear on the Axe, Sumail playing that Death Prophet, and AUI down on that Lifestealer with... That's the final hero. Bulba, what are you doing? He's back in the base, making little trees for himself. He's on the Nature's Prophet, while over on Mineski. Raging Potato, Naga, Siren, lovely stuff. I'm a fan of this hero. Cast on the Lion. And Ben-Hur playing that Puck, while Doom. Maybe Jules on that one with Brown Boots already up at level 1. He's devoured a Treant. Perfect for him. And Bocarino off lane. Night Stalker for that guy.
The battle begins.
Bocarino is going to have a really good impact in this mid game. Mineski have a lot of single target bursts, but they have a lot of ways to deal with the Lifestealer. I really love their picks for dealing with them because of the silences that we mentioned in the draft. They have 3 of them on their side, and they even have a net coming in from Raging Potato. Don't underestimate how valuable a 5-second stun is when going into the later stages of the game against the Lifestealer's BKB Rage.
Where is Fear heading to? He's actually on his offlane camp for now. He's not. He's got a poor man's shield. He's not leveled anything up. Could go for the Battle Hunger if he wants to try and zone out the Lion or someone like that. EG, they see the Doom rotating through into the Radiant jungle. And PPD already makes Bocarino's life a living hell, and AUI opens up those wounds, but it's top lane and it is Fear with the Battle Hunger onto cast. The damage output is looking pretty good. But there's no spin here, so there's no real threat for Raging Potatoes to stand his ground and dish the damage back into the Axe.
Yep, don't have that counter helix to really work with yet, but I think it's a good item just for zoning out the Lion and trying to make him burn through all of his consumables here early on. And so far in this mid lane, I've been watching Ben-Hur. He's doing a really good job not getting crushed early on, and this is looking good for him as it goes further. I hope he goes for that Null Talisman first, because I really want him to see a lot of success in the mid lane. And we also have Jules waiting in the wings here.
Thinking about going in. I've got nothing really to slow down Sumail. Even with that damage from the orb, he just turns and Spirit Siphons through onto Jules. The damage output, oh, not quite enough. Down to about 10 HP on the Doombringer. Sumail salves himself back up. It was already delivered out to him by that courier. But all these lanes going decently for EG so far.
Right, and I'm curious to see where Jules is going to go next. If he gets to... Oh, PPD could have a free kill here. He could still go for it, but PPD, reserve player here. Maybe not. Maybe Sumail didn't communicate. The Scorched Earth was down. Else that could have been first blood there. And we didn't talk about this earlier. EG did block out the Doom's camp over here, so he can't really stay here and farm. So he's going to have to rotate to the top lane. He's going to find a Satyr though. Should probably eat this. And that should help him out rotating to the top lane, because they need help in this safe lane.
Fear is doing an amazing job up at top though. He's zoning out Cast for the Battle Hunger. He can't get any last hits with this Lion. And again, it's a similar story, you know, he's being pushed back and he can't zone out the offlaner. They're giving a lot, well, they're putting a lot of emphasis here on giving Bulba a good laning stage. Nature's Prophet nearly has his phase boots as well. It's interesting though, because so often we've seen offlane Nature's Prophet, you know, get level 3, you TP around, you look for kills, and you're playing that kind of active, aggressive role. Trying to secure farm for him here, while Fear, of course, on that kind of greedy greedy axe, also trying to garner some farm for himself. And down the bottom lane, Bocarino, Night Stalker, all he really can do is leech experience. He can't push forward into the creep wave. Lifestealer, very good hero up against him, and they're going to dive forward actually onto him. Nice little body block there from PPD as well. And with the Sun Ray, it's not going to be enough as Jules rotates forward and forces them back. There's no kill power here from PPD, but he might actually get killed off himself. With the Scorched Earth and the damage output coming down to the Phoenix. Nice body block from AUI will stop it. Oh, the blast, not quite enough. Mineski barely going to miss out on that kill.
I think that level of... Oh, he actually... he's going to suicide. Ooh, that was very close. Meanwhile... In this situation, you normally want to go Infernal Blade at level 3. If he had it there, he would have hit PPD, and I think he would have been able to chase him down, as well as just slowing him down initially for the Night Stalker to catch up. But nonetheless, that's still a good play for them because Phoenix going down gives more space to Bocarino. It's nighttime now. They can work with that to put pressure on this Phoenix even more in the bottom lane. So I do like Jules making that rotation down.
They've done a great job up at top as well. Raging Potato, 17 last hits. You know, it's good, but it's not free farm that the Naga wants. And now he's getting run out by Fear. He gets the last hit to stop the battle hunger, but Bulba blocks him up. There's the call back from Fear, and this axe is doing a decent amount of damage. With one more right click, punches him down, and Bulba gets his first blood. Nature's Prophet kills the Naga. Mineski, they're actually gathering up to try and kill Sumail mid. This is really how the Naga dies. They move off lane, they want to try and find a kill elsewhere, and they leave her vulnerable at top alone.
And that's just why you see their CS being a lot better here for EG. They even have that ward scouting out. That Lion was there like you're talking about. So they're just able to make this aggressive play now for Fear, going behind enemy lines, cutting the creep wave. Cass does have eyes on Bulba, but can't really do anything. Level 2 Lion, very underwhelming here.
Oh, perfect scan. I don't know who that was. Oh, I wish there was a way to see or know who does the scan, because they spot out Night Stalker and Doombringer both in that little spot behind the trees towards the mid lane, and Sumail sits even more defensively than he had been. He will not get caught out. And this buys so much time. Lifestealer free farm bottom lane. And up at top, like you were saying, aggressive push forward by Fear. Nearly level 5, but he's just cutting waves. In the meantime, Bulba regenerating back at base.
They're going to make the play here on top.
Oh, but I'm not sure if this is what they want to do. Bulba TP's in, they'll try and find Cass. The damage output here from Fear is good. They cut through the trees to the line, but the rotation's in from the Doombringer. And the Night Stalker, the call up for 3, though. Fear kills Lion, holds him in place as well. And Bulba's somehow still alive by the TP scroll, but he's got no real way of escaping unless he can juke himself through the trees as Fear gets dropped by the rotation from Mineski. Bulba, count your lucky stars that you haven't died as well.
Right. And that was a good situation. That was really weird from Lion. He had tangos. He could have eaten out of the sprout. What was that about? I don't know, but...
He tried. He cut through one, but he didn't get himself out.
Yeah, I mean, he had 2 to work with. Potentially 3, if that was the case in this scenario, but... They just need to keep making space for Raging Potato. He's... As long as they're putting up the pressure, making sure Axe doesn't get a quick Vanguard. I mean, at this rate, I'm worried Fear isn't going to transition into a hard hitter, because he's getting a lot out of this offlane. 15 CS for support.
Axe is just being that bully right now. Fear, at this point, doesn't care too much about his farm. He's just making sure that Mineski's side doesn't get the farm that they want, but he might have put himself in a spot of bother here as he runs into not just the Lion, but the Doom as well. And with the TP from the pot all forward, Fear going to get caught by the Dream Coil. Now you've got to remember, this is a support Axe, and they needed 4 heroes to rotate up onto the top lane to stop him.
But it's still a good rotation nonetheless, because they're having a hard time for Mineski to catch out other people. Like, oh, AUI catching out Jules. Gonna get this kill in the mid river, and one last right click. AUI is rotating around.
My brain lagged there. You said AUI, and I was like, hang on, is he bottom lane? No. Mid? No. He's up at the top rune spot.
He's at a river. Like,
dear
what?
Lord.
I don't even know why he was even there. I mean, I think he was farming Ancients or something. I have no idea why he was there, but good place at least to get that Doom solo pick off nonetheless. He's giving the EXP to PPD in the bottom lane, so Phoenix can have that egg faster.
Oh, absolutely. Phoenix needs that 6, and in the meantime, you know, Sumail, he's played this lane pretty much perfectly. 41 CS.
Oh, Song.
Damage onto Ben-Hur, but they're looking up towards top. The Song is out from Raging Potato. We'll send them all to sleep and slow things down. Rotating up even further, the Exorcism has popped mid for Sumail to try and get that tier 1. This may open things up for Mineski. There's no Doom on Jules. They're still going to look for the two-man Dream Coil. Fear is the target of choice. Bulba can't stop the damage output's not there, and Fear is somehow still alive. Calls himself up. They went for Bulba, but they might end up not getting any kills. Valkyrie trying to chase this one down, and Fear. One more Void, one more swipe. Doom gets the kill. But Mineski again rotate numerous heroes up and only get a kill on the support axe. And I'm wondering now, you're saying they're good rotations, but is it worth it?
It's one of those situations where you have to get as many kills as possible, and it looks like those are the only places they can get kills, but EG are making the better trades, right? You get the tower in the mid lane, and you're getting AUI still free farm around the map. So this is still looking good for EG, because Mineski aren't getting any map control out of these kills. So right now, Nature's Prophet did go for the drums already for Bulba. He's going to be able to juke out of a lot of these ganks, and the situation where Bulba should have died, but the Infernal Blade wasn't used properly in that last team fight. He decided to go on Fear, and that cost him. Bulba was able to TP out, thinking that he was already dead. So Jules needs to, step up his Infernal Blade game and make sure these easy TPs get cancelled.
Naga Siren has now been relegated to farming jungle. Raging Potato, 1600 gold in the bank, looking for that relic. Such a slow ramp-up time, though, for the Naga, while EG, they are ready to fight. You look at the net worth, 4k, 4.2k on that Lifestealer and DP, respectively, while Puck, Blink Dagger is a fair distance away. Went for the treads this time, not the Blink Rush. The tier 1 push down the bottom lane that you've got to be afraid of, and during the draft is what we were saying, right? The pushing power here. Oh, Ben-Hur, he's used duel aggressively. He's got another one in a second, but the damage output from EG clears him up, no problem whatsoever.
I think he was expecting Sumail not to have silence at level 8, but really well played from Sumail, leveling that up, and Buck playing too aggressive. Now, Quelling Blade action at least coming in from Nice Hawk, and not going to get picked off there.
Like standard DP build is what, like 404? And then you get a value point in silence a little bit later on. Sumail reading the game.
Yep.
Oh, Boccarino slowed up. Tries to TP out, but Fear has the call. Exorcism will secure this tower. I'm not sure if they'll have enough time on it to go back into Roshan, or if they really want to. The rest of the Mineski squad are trying to make ends meet elsewhere as Fear TP's top and looks for this Naga Siren, forced back off the tower. Might be able to get the deny in here as well. Yep, Fear swiped it out, and Naga Siren going to be missing out on that one. And there's more TPs could come through here from EG to look for this kill, but she does have that lovely ultimate. She'll throw it out and TP away. And if that's not the most boring escape you've seen in 2016, well, I don't know who the hell you've been watching.
The Great Escape. You're going to see a lot of those if this game goes on for what could be a long time. But at the rate EG are pressuring around the map, this could be a quick 2-1 for them. They need to keep up the pressure, and I hope Fear goes for the Blink Dagger. Because you see what's happening to EG. They're having a hard time initiating, and if they can get this initiation on Fear, I think they'll have the jump factor, and then afterwards the silence factor coming in from Sumail. They're gonna clean up these team fights very well, and Naga's just taking, like you said, too long to get online. 2.5k. This is no Alchemist.
Again, a perfect scan from EG. That's the second one where they've seen exactly where Mineski are heading. Now TP towards mid, they'll keep pushing top. And bolster up this tier 1 tower mid to make sure it doesn't get pushed in by Mineski. Oh, AUI. He's up on the front lines very far forward, but Doom onto Sumail has got a good amount of damage. Finger of Death down as well with the Dream Coil. Sumail's dropped, and well, AUI turns to try and fight up against Cass, but he's got the Hex. He can maybe turn this one back onto AUI, but no, the final swipe comes through. PPD dropping low. Egg not ready. He doesn't have mana for it. Oh, the Urn won't burn him down though, and Ben-Hur with that Invis rune is still looking for another play forward.
That's a really good fight, at least for Mineski. Now, though, with the cooldown of Doom, with cooldown of Finger, this is where EG can play super aggressive on the map. We have Fear versus Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur wins.
Nah, no one wins. It's a draw.
He wins. He put a lot of damage on Fear.
He touched him. Poor Fear. He's got his blink though. Axe has his blink done.
Yep.
Nature's Prophet, what's he up to? Mech is going to be the go for Bulba, that looks like, and EG, they can keep on fighting. With the Yasha being purchased up by Lifestealer, actually going back to the good old days of race car Lifestealer.
Yeah,
No
he might
Deso.
even go Manta style this game because there's so many silences on the enemy team. I think it's a big mistake for him to actually go Sanguine Master this game because you need to get out of these silences.
Pretty good item to do so. Nagasaran, how you doing, buddy? 3,500 gold. Relic is not far away. He's actually managed to bring himself back into this game pretty nicely, yeah. Nature's Prophet TP's forward, they want to try and stop this one. There's a Son of the Siren in 18 seconds. They're going to try and get out of the trees here. The mirror images, no, not going to trick EG too much. The body block coming through, Jake's going to pop down, Infinite's still alive. He's going to get himself out of the dream, draw back. Mineski, turn out the Shamil. Stick charges to those well, but Sunray down over this damn old Death Prophet is just draining them out. And Mineski, they don't lose their Naga. But my goodness, that is a scary old fight to walk into.
And Puck, oh, Puck
Puck
died trying to go for the solo kill onto 8Y and the backlines. Oh my god. So this is why Phoenix is a hero in Dota, guys. You just pick it and you win games just because of heal. And then the double heal effect coming in from Smail. Like, what the hell do you even do?
Well, it's like the quintuple heal effect, right? You got the Spirit Siphons, you got the stick... I don't know, it's like 20... Oh no. Oh god. Oh, it's electric. Whoa, Dota River has happened.
Why didn't you do this when he was Razor? That would have fit. That would have fit. Now just like, oh, you're DP, whatever. You ruined it, Smell. You ruined it.
I really don't know. Well, Nagasaran secures the relic for herself and about 100 gold. Puck still needs to get into that Yule Scepter or whatever she aims to go for. And I'm guessing Yule's just to give that extra mobility and maybe a good way to try and stop these heroes from being so mobile in these team fights. What we're seeing actually from AUI, Yasha, for now, she moves towards the mid. They need to stop this Nagasaran from getting that Radiance up and running. They tried it with the TP in and they'll try it again with another. But you know what's going to happen? It happens every time. The thing is, differently this time, oh no, I thought Fear was considering going and wrapping around a little bit further on. He is smoked up, but they don't have the gap closed. Stop that Song of the Siren happening.
They're trying to set up... No, they're not going to set up on mid lane. So this is... I think this is looking good for Mineski, all things considered, right now. EG are still in the driver's seat, but Mineski have slowed the game down a lot, and they're almost up to their Radiance. Now, Ben Hero needs to be careful. Oh, Fear.
Oh, they've got a big black dragon running forward. AUI is taking control of that one. But Mineski, they will retreat, and they will not lose anyone. TP on cooldown for cast. Still 7 seconds, but EG can't catch up to anyone. Boccarino or Samael might be considering there. Have gone for Spirit Siphon and Bulba want to try and help this one out, but they don't have any stuns to stop him from TPing out. And what stuns do they have actually, Ryu? Is it just Axe Cole?
No, they'll get Yule soon on DP, and normally this is a situation where you don't see many Veils on DPs. I've even seen Aether Lens over Veil most of the time for the, you know, the extra Spirit Siphon damage and the Crypt Swarm and all the things that it benefits, even Silence range, but...
Ghost damage as well.
Yeah. Well, the ghost it doesn't give you more ghost damage, but it gives you more ghost range. Because the ghosts are physical.
No, Ether Lens is spell damage, not magic damage though. It definitely increases ghost damage. Like, Veil is magic damage amp, but Ether Lens is spell damage amp. So it just increases the damage of all spells regardless of their damage type.
Right.
Oh, jump forward, Fear catches Jules, the Sunray, holy shit, look at that damage from the Ghost as well, Doombringer doesn't stand a chance, the Doom back onto Samael as well. There's Life Stealer, deep in behind enemy lines, armor flooding through AUI, somehow the godlike plays come through from him, Doom Force drops as well, but Life Stealer jumps in, PPD has the egg as well. They could easily turn his fly back on its head, but Samael zooms up, 6 charges through, and no problems whatsoever. PPD doesn't get that bloody egg out, but Ben-Hur, he'll give up his life for this one. Mineski from like flies the ghost. They're pounding through Mineski. Raging Potato's dead for 40 seconds with no buybacks available. This could be the death of their tier 3 if EG had any life left remaining on them. But that, if anything, was a statement of intent. We can dive your base, we can kill you off, and you can't do a bloody thing about it.
DP just living on a sliver of health. How does she do that? Oh my goodness, that's gotta feel very disheartening if you're Mineski right now. Because if they were able to kill the deep, they could have just rolled over Mineski in that team fight, but they weren't able to do it. And now that's gonna be a big boom to EG. They're gonna get the next item they want. AOI is gonna go for this Saint John Yasha. He has to be very careful not to get picked off by the silencers that we talked about. And on the other side, Smail has his duels ready to go to dispel all these silences, make him even harder to kill now. They're going to have to get the Hex on top of him and then try to burst him with the Lion now. Else, I feel like he's just going to be unkillable in these situations.
Boccarino trying to go back into the hand of Midas now. You said Saint John Yasha would be a mistake from AUI, but he still goes for it.
He's going to be coming out, like, see this? He's smoked up. They're going to come out of it still. So he's going to be able to pop Rage 9 times out of 10 still. So, but if he's around farming the map, as we saw with his anti-mage, then it would be beneficial to have the Manta.
Still smoked up here. Oh god, PPD dives forward. Fast blink away from the puck. I'm going to allow anything nasty to happen. Now, Naga Siren has her Radiance. How much does this do for them, though? Because EG are going to be knocking on your tier 3 soon.
It's a step in the right direction, but they really need to have that Manta style coming out soon for Naga. And then it starts getting very scary once the Naga has Octarine Core, but we're not there yet. And this is a good time for EG to take all the map control and then do Roche, and then try to go for high ground. So Mineski, they're going to try and... I don't know if they want to try and fight around Roche. Maybe if they can get a tower in the mid lane and tower in the bottom for Roche, that would be better. But contesting Roche, they have the potential steal with the Song. We've seen that play a lot of times. They don't have Ags, though, from Night Stalker, and they don't have the best ways of scouting the Roche pit besides mirror images.
And they'll just wander themselves into the pit, easy as that. Bulba back into Maelstrom after mech, needs that damage output, helps with the push as well. On top of clearing out these Naga illusions, which Raging Potato will start actually pumping out. Farming enemy jungle now with his Yasha purchase, but still there's a lot of time required for this Naga Siren to actually become a threat to EG.
They had to force Exorcism there, so at least they do have something going for Mineski where you have this 2-minute window now to get something done to try and pick off somebody on EG, or just farm as much as you can around the map.
More evil geniuses, they'll try and counteract this and push out as hard as they can on these other lanes. Bottom belongs to Bulba, mid belongs to the rest of evil geniuses, except AUI, who continues farming himself up like a boss. Or Staff of Fear, on top of his Blink Dagger. Plenty of mobility for him.
What did Fear just pick up?
Force Staff.
Force, yeah. Yep. Like you talked about, the mobility factor, saving your allies is going to be key. So right now it's just waiting on EG to make the play to go high ground, or Mineski to make a play onto EG around the map. It doesn't look like they really want to. Do they have any smokes? No. It doesn't look... Yeah. EG, if Mineski want to make a play now, they're just going to do it when it's nighttime. And it doesn't look like they want to. They just want to farm. Raging Potato has that Yasha completed. He's going to be going for that Manta style, as we talked about, and he needs it before the next team fight. I feel like if they don't have Naga with a Manta style, so you get these extra images for the deep push, it just could be over, and it doesn't look like they're going to have it in time.
I just want to drag this game out as long as they possibly can, you know. Midas or Night Stalker, indicative of that cast, doesn't have his Blink Dagger on the Lion. It's not going to be an easy game for him, because once it starts to get to this point, Naga Siren drains, you know, not only map control away from your enemy, but it also drains gold income away from your team, because Naga Siren's going to be shoving these lanes out, forcing the waves away from your base and making it even more difficult for heroes like Lion, like Puck, to be farming up there and actually gaining gold and gaining items. So if you want a Blink from Lion, you need it by now. You need to get some kills, you need to be able to get some kind of itemization, and you can see now Boccarino and Cast, they're both down a bottom lane trying to, you know, gain something for themselves in this period of time where Naga Siren isn't stealing all their bloody gold.
They're in a situation like you're talking about, where the only person who's going to get most of the farm is going to be Naga, or the Puck if he's out somewhere. So.
But it's the hardcore push into mid. EG group is 5. Nagasaren's top. Well, this is where Exorcism comes into play. Samael has Veil, Yules, and a Soul Booster. And with the Sunray forward, will keep AUI alive on the front lines with the Treants now up there as well. Just need a new creep wave to come in, or do they? No, Ghosts. with the Treants, it's enough damage to clear through. AUI helps out a little bit as well with the right clicks through. There's no glyph available anymore, of course. Just popped out the Doom onto Samael. That's gonna slow down his fight a little bit, but AUI forced that forward onto Jules. The damage output is good out from the puck as well. Bournemouth's gone and Series dropping low as well. In comes the Nagasaren again. Mineski, they do some serious damage with the Song of the Siren. They'll stop the fight in its tracks. But EG, they've taken tier 3. Exorcism is gone. They can't go for racks or anything more.
That was a really good hold from Mineski, where it could have been, you know, EG running all on top of, all over them. I wish Samael's like, oh dang it, I just popped my Exorcism, and there's my Arcane Rune. The gods do not favor him. But he still had the haste rune to work with. Surprised he didn't try to pop it during that team fight. He didn't really need to, though, in the situation. AUI still has his Aegis to work with for another good 2 minutes. So they can just go high ground now, once the Exorcism's off cooldown. But that'll be in 70 seconds.
Mineski just dragging out the game, making sure it goes on as long as it possibly can. Nagasaren nearly has that Manta style done as well.
Oh, whose courier died?
Dire's courier died. Oh, was that Manta recipe? Okay, so, you know, the Nagasaren nearly has Manta, but now can't have it for 3 minutes.
That could be a game-winning play right there. He might even be forced to buy the recipe again. He's gonna go buy at the side shop at least the ultimate orb. So at least that's good. I honestly think he has to buy the recipe again for this high ground defense. I think it's a crucial element to the defense just to have these extra images. Even getting out of the silence coming in from the DP could be very effective.
Oh, Ben-Hur prepping themselves for this high ground push. Exorcism in 10, and the AC for AUI. This is a full force attack towards these barracks, and it looks like it's going to be difficult for Mineski to actually hold out onto this one. There's no darkness, there's no nighttime, so Night Stalker...
There's no Aegis though.
He's not really a hero anymore. Ah, you're right, it does get reclaimed. AUI, he didn't take any damage in the last fight. He stood up on the high ground, and with a Sunray on him, there was nothing Mineski could do to stop him.
But now you should doom the Life Stealer. Because he doesn't have the Aegis to work with, I think you prioritize dooming him. Even dooming the DP is still a good play. You don't want her to just run all over your team with her silences and spirit cycles.
The Exorcism is popped up to Mail, finger down! Can't get the kill back on that one with help of the Doom, but Fear with AUI. The damage output is insane from these two. They've cleared up the line and look at the Jules as well. One more swipe of his claws. No, AUI doesn't have quite enough until the third one comes through. But Mineski, they've lost two, even with the DP dead. EG are still in a good spot to fight through this one, and Boccarino, holy shit, AUI, he's ripping him to shreds. They need to snare, they need Raging Potato to sing, they need to do something to stop this, but it's AUI with a triple kill, clearing off Mineski one by one, and now the song comes through. Raging Potato, Naga Siren, you've got no points in net. You've got nothing left to throw apart from a couple of mirror image illusions, and EG don't give a damn about them.
It's really weird not seeing any value points in Snare. Because you can cancel TPs, you can keep the Life Stealer held in position on his Rage. So, I'm not sure about that. And it looks like EG, they want to make an aggressive play here. DP is coming back in the mid lane. She did pop the Exorcism after the Arcane Rune, so that'll be up in 30 seconds. And they're trying to find out the puck here in the bottom lane. Oh, no. Raging Potato. If they find him right now, it's over.
So 3 points in the stats instead of 1 point in the ensnare, and like you were saying, all the reasons to go for it. Like, can you give some insight into why the Naga Siren's done this?
I did. Well, I just said why. Well, actually, I said why he should have went the other thing. I guess the reason why he went this is because he wants more stats. Like, he just wants to survive more in the team fights. He wants to have more mana, so he's able to cast all of his spells. But I don't think it's the right play.
Yeah. Oh. EG back up on the front lines, and you know what? Exorcism is ready again for Samael. No glyph for a little while, 20 seconds until that's ready for Mineski. It might be enough time to hold on to one of these barracks. Maybe even two of them, as EG are very timid in pushing up onto the high ground.
They have Night Stalker. This could be a big key component for them winning the team fight if they can get the silence on AUI first.
Well, Range Rax is gone. Still, Jules waved his hands in the air with that tornado from the Wild Wing, but the jump in on the bend. Oh god, the puck is dead. Has to buy back and run into the team fight again. Oh, EG, they might just run away with this one. Backing up and retreating now because they don't want Mineski to catch anything out of this team fight. Volcarino sprinting forward, the axe up, he's got Victor Bulba, jumping from fear, catches Jules, and now PPD with a perfect supernova onto the heads of two of them. Jules is gone, Cast is dropping as well, and with that Maelstrom drop flying through from Bulba, yields into the air from the puck. It'll keep you alive for now, but will it be enough? Apparently not. Silence is down, the Spirit Siphon's through, the Doom is back on the AUI, Lifesteal's caught, Raging Potato has the damage output as well, but the Lifestealer with the armor on might just drop from Mineski's damage. Bulba holds the ground, but Sumail, Silence back up to 3, perfectly placed, AUI finally dies, and EG, they have got tail between legs and running for their dear lives. Somehow, Mineski are actually bringing them down one by one, and EG have been wiped off the face of the map.
Let's watch as this gold graph should dip. Oh, that is a 3.7k gold swing here, and I'm just waiting for this graph to change. Please go down. That's a tower, that's more map control, and they only got a range rack for all of their troubles there. Sure, they got 2 buybacks from the Doom and the puck, but that's a well worth it. Well worth it. As long as your Raging Potato Naga doesn't have to buy back, you are happy with that situation.
And now Naga, not going to go for the Octarine Core, not going to go for the Boots of Travel, goes for the Diffusal Blade.
He just wants that extra chasing potential on heroes. He also wants the mana burn on the illusions. That's a big thing to have in these situations. So giving more DPS to all of them. Also one of the best stat games, the second best agility game item behind the Eth Blade. So that pumps out the DPS even more for the main hero as well as the images, so he can farm faster.
And there's a lot of agility. A Doom has the Vlad's pretty much completed. After I bounce rune, it'll definitely help. Cast is still... Oh, he gives up on the dream of the Blink Dagger. He buys a Ghost Scepter for himself, realizes that the big threat here is the lifestealer's right clicks. Roshan alive means that EG are posturing and prepping around this pit, while Mineski potentially considering going to contest this. Level 15 on the Naga, would love to have the 3 points in the song, but of course cannot. EG, they don't go for the pit. They don't go for the Aegis. Looks like they want to try and fight, catch, and maybe take this melee rack mid.
Nice wounds. Get that image. But in all seriousness, they were trying to make a play before they went for Roche, and which is a good play for EG to try and make. And now they feel like they didn't catch anybody, so they're going to try and force the issue here. Smoke up from Mineski.
They have to contest this. EG Fear, he's in a great spot up on the high ground. Mineski won't be expecting this one, but they've got themselves in good position to zoom up to Mail and Sarton before the exorcism comes through. Now the question is, can they turn it back onto AUI? Because he's trapped here in the middle, 4 of them, the Sunray, trying to keep them alive, but the dive out, PPD gets himself on the high ground, the Supernova's there as well, Volcarino dropping low, the Night Stalker survives, they turn it onto AUI, he's left alone, but the damage isn't there. The Nazi on the high ground has the Sun available, the cast is gone, Sacrificial Lamb, there's the armor top from AUI as well, Bulba TPing forward looking for Volcarino, but juked around in the trees, and Mineski, AUI, no, the armor top jukes it through again. As Nagasaren clears up one and sings a lovely song.
She needs a TP. She...
Is this timed well enough? They've got no stuns. They've got no stuns. They can't
Jules
cast
in
it.
7, yeah. Oh, meanwhile Puck over here, gonna get out too.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah. Can't believe all those heroes survive. I mean, Night Stalker has a Force Staff. He wouldn't even have lived without that Force Staff. Great play coming in there for Mr. Volcarino. But Roche, very low.
This will be Roshan for EG. It looks like face shift. And a missed call there from Fear. Not going to get the puck as PPD is being shredded by the Naga illusions. Oh, Jesus Christ, Bulba. He might die to them as well. They're chasing him down and Volcarino follows through. Oh, yeah. Naga with a double kill. No problem. She's not even in the freaking fight. Oh, Sumail fuels into the air. He's got no TP. The chase is on. the rest of Mineski, they have got perfect vision of him. They've got Gem, they've got Aghanim's up on the Night Stalker, and Samael netted up and killed off Mineski. I hate to say this, Ryu, but I think we were wrong. EG, we thought we're in a great spot to, roll over this Naga Siren, but Mineski have turned it, and they are looking damn hot. 33 minutes in.
It's just them not getting enough pressure and going for this really risky play on Roche when they could just run their body, add the mid racks, make sure you have the DP ulti pre-popped, and you see the power of DP plus Sunray. Like, PBD has been playing like a monster this game, but the synergy coming in from Mineski and their team fight coordination, it just seems a little bit better. And now this is where the situation gets very scary. You have Boots of Travel now on the Naga Siren. Where did his, oh, okay, he has it on the courier here. So he has his energy booster on the courier. He'll be going for the Octarine most likely next to help out. And once the Octarine start coming online, like losing that team fight, it's not even bad for the Roach. It's actually bad for the map control because it's going to be going into the side of Mineski now because the images can just split the map.
And we're looking at a lifestealer, right? He's going back into it now, a Maelstrom for AUI to deal with these illusions a little bit more.
So is Bulba.
Yeah, Bulba had the Maelstrom ages ago. He got that straight after his mech. He's now got his BKB done. But Samael, he kind of stalled on that soul booster into Octarine Core. Went back for a pipe to deal with the magic damage that's coming through. It's all reactive play from EG though. And Spokarino with that gem. Stolen out from PPD, it was indeed. EG going all in again towards the mid lane though. They need to consolidate this. They just need to take this Rax mid, get something out of it because they've just lost a 10,000 net worth lead and a good 7,000 experience lead in the past 5 or 6 minutes. They need something, and the only way to do it is just to go deep in here. By Green Flow is perfect. Do what the EUI, the Lux has scored as well, and in goes Bocarino. Single death, Jules dropping low, but EUI, he's being shredded. The Ghost, they're good, turning it back for a consideration. The punch to them drop as well. Hits Naga Siren, tries to force down EUI, and the Russian will do it as well, but Gas, he's dead. Mineski loses 2, the buyback from the Night Stalker as well, coming in, but EUI can stand his ground. The Lifestealer doesn't care about the Naga. She can sing, she's got the Aegis, but EG with a triple kill on PPD somehow are gonna look for a full team wipe on Mineski. The sun finally comes through when the pocket's alive again, but the dieback of the Night Stalker is absolutely huge.
Oh my goodness. EG, as Gareth is trying to jinx them out of this game, unjinx themselves, and now they're looking like to finish it up this game. Sure, you have a Naga, but the whole EG squad are here.
And Ben-Hur with a buyback into the call, Jules self into air. Won't get away with the orb, but the Sunray from PPD keeps the team alive and keeps the dream alive for EG. They will take down another lane of racks here, it looks like. They'll secure the melee, look for the range as well. No, it's too risky. They'll back up. Again, disciplined play from them as Ready Potato. He looks for the ensnare. They'll catch it onto Bulba with a Dream Coil. No, still on. No, it's still available. He's going to look for it, but Bulba BKB TPs and PPD. No! Ben-Hur, you were close. Not close enough.
But even though EG did that, they still need to be cautious because if any team can come back from a 2 racks deficit, it is the Naga Siren team. But this is looking great for EG now. They're in the driver's seat. All they have to do is just try and finish off the remaining racks in the top lane. Bulba can just rat his way for that little bottom range racks. It can't heal anymore in the game, so they can take that easily. In this situation, Mineski, I think they need to make some desperate smoke plays. They have the Octarine Core. They need to make plays, though, when Samael doesn't have his Exorcism online. But it's back already. So it's hard for them to team fight right now.
It really is. So it's got to be down to Naga just to split push these lanes and keep his team in it for now. You're looking for them to go do a desperate smoke play forward. It's still risky.
I don't think they need to do a smoke play because they have the Night Stalker, although they did lose the gem, but they have the Night Stalker superior vision at nighttime. They don't necessarily need to smoke during night. They should save the smokes for the daytime. I still think they should try and pressure around the map, but they know they're weaker in these situations. Like in a 5-on-5 engagement, EG, it seems like they just have the upper hand. They need to find a way of shutting down this Phoenix Sunray and making sure that PBE doesn't get off his egg. Like, they can't even focus the egg at all in these team fights. PPD is single-handedly winning his team the game.
What a hero. What a Sunray. They smoke into PPD, the silence. It's there, and PPD is caught with a finger of death. The damage output is looking good on the Phoenix. He's healed up, kept alive. He's actually not going to survive this one. The Nagi clears that one up, and AUI is doomed. Over to the Shroud, onto Buccarino, but AUI is being shredded by the heroes of Mineski. Finally, Cabell joins in with the ghosts flowing through. The song will slow things down, but the ghosts don't get stopped. Buccarino will escape with his life somehow, but Puck is dead for 80 seconds here. The great thing for Mineski is that Lifestealer and Phoenix are both dead, and the Exorcism has popped in a spot where they can't really push into towers.
Really good play from Mineski, finally taking a team fight on their own terms outside of base with the superior vision advantage and taking out PPD and AUI. That was the perfect initiation for Mineski, even though they lost the puck there. So just keep doing that over and over again and they can win these team fights.
They hold onto the game, push it even longer. Did PPD have Supernova up at top lane?
I think I
Did he get mana burn?
And it looked like he had it, and he wasn't really silenced. I was kind of confused why he didn't pop it.
I think he got mana burn. I think a diffusal blade from Naga with all the illusions.
Maybe that was a mana burn, because I was clicking on his hero as he was dying, and it looked like he had it up. So it probably was the mana thing.
I'm pretty sure I saw the green dot, but I wasn't 100% sure.
No, it was up.
All that team fight. And regardless, no Supernova, no one fight there for EG. And again, we see the power of this Doom onto that Lifestealer. Negates a lot of the hero's strengths.
AUI is just kind of giving him free Dooms in a lot of these team fights. Instead of standing in the back lines, being inside Fear or something and waiting for him to call the act, he's like saying, please Doom me, I'm Lifestealer, I'm in the front lines. Maybe they just want to do that and have Sumail be free in the team fights. Because there's kind of no point in having a Lifestealer on the front lines in these situations, in my eyes.
Look at all these wards out from Mineski though. They know that the push is coming in top lane. 3 wards, the Bermuda Triangle of Vision coming out to give them a little bit of intel here, knowing where EG is, and they are all grouped up towards top. Mineski know this, but as always the question is going to be what can they do about it? Because there's an ancient granite golem with a Lifestealer inside of it, and no real great way that Mineski can really throw back at this golem to actually deal with it. So
yeah,
hey, you can just walk in there, punch a couple of buildings, punch a couple of heroes, and with the ghost pop, he is the barrier. He is the guy in between all of these friendly and enemy heroes. Oh, Jules, the force stab the stars. Jules can't do anyone. He's getting no buyback. Fear goes forward. Bender has caught the ghost. The song is not going to save the pot. 70 seconds without her. And Mineski, they might just lose the game off the back of this one. A great play out from EG. Going to secure themselves the top lanes of Brax, and Sumail just walks up on the front line. He doesn't care about the silences. AUI says G, that means go in, go kill the Night Stalker, takes him down, and Raging Satan's caught in the streets as well. Nagi Tyrant doesn't stand a chance in the world, and now the double G's come out. Mineski, they say it's all over, and AUI apologizes profusely for the absolute systematic destruction of Mineski. One hiccup in the middle of the game, the Naga Siren showed her strength, but it wasn't enough to defeat the Americans.
Yep, G is AUI's hotkey there for showing that he's one of the players that probably writes down Roche timers, writes down glyph timers. He's probably writing down like, you know, a lion's finger of death for like 60 seconds, whatever, even level 1. So nothing